If you have one of these and you're watching this video, then you're probably like dozens and dozens, let's face it, hundreds of thousands of pet parents out there that are probably struggling with potty training. Fear not, I've got you, because in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I potty trained my mom's almost 10-week-old new puppy in just 1 week with 5 hacks that you've never heard before. So let's just jump into this video right meow. Good news, this is actually very simple. The fastest way to potty train any puppy or a new dog for that matter is by not allowing them to have an accident in the house or in their crate. Dogs, especially puppies, learn behavior by what you allow them to do or don't allow them to do. So you may be going, okay, that makes sense, but how do I stop the accidents, Rachel? My puppy goes outside, they come in, they pee, even though they just peed outside. What do I do? So for the first hack that you've never heard before for potty training, especially for the first 4 to 8 weeks that you have your new cuddly puppy, when they go outside and do number 1 or number 2, do not, I repeat, do not bring them back inside your home right away. Oftentimes, growing, snuggly, cute little puppies have not fully learned how to express and release their bladder fully on the first try. There he goes. Good boy. Tap your kidney. Good job. Yeah. And then, of course, we wait to see if he needs to go again, because again, at this age, young puppies have not always learned how to fully empty their bladder on the first go. So sometimes they need to go a couple times. And many of you guys will ask me, why did my puppy go pee outside, then come back inside and pee? And that's because they did not necessarily empty their bladder. And then here's the key, guys. Then once you bring them back inside, you need to watch them like a hawk. And I'll give you a tip on how to do that really easily in just a moment. But you need to watch them closely. And if you see that nose go to that ground, even for a split second, or you see the starting to walk in circles or looking around, you go right back outside. And you may have to do that 3-4 times in an hour, especially when they're really small. And that's okay. A little bit of extra work up front is going to make potty training down the road so much easier, because here's something to consider, guys. An accident in the house by an 8, 9, 10-week-old puppy is much smaller than a puppy that might be 12, 14, 16 weeks old. So the more you work now when they're young, the better it's going to be on you later down the road. Now, for the second hack for potty training, do not allow your puppy to have an accident in their crate. The more you allow your puppy to do a certain behavior, the more likely they are going to learn that behavior and then repeat that behavior. So you may be wondering, okay, how do I stop them from going potty in their crate or playpen or wherever you're going to keep them at night or when you're not home? And the answer to that is not super fun, but it works super effectively. And it is, you need to make sure your puppy goes outside every 1 to 4 hours around the clock. And the amount that you take them out depends on the puppy's age and size. So Wallace here, my mom's puppy, so this makes him my brother, is supposed to be about a 30 to 40 pound dog when he's full grown. Right now, he's probably about 10 pounds and he needs to go potty. He can hold it between 3 to 5 hours unless he's just eaten or had water, then it's like 30 minutes. And then I know you're gonna ask, okay, but what about nighttime? Like, what do I do? What if they're sleeping? Do I wake them up? Yes, wake your puppy up every 2 to 4 hours. Most puppies really need to be in that 2 to 3 hour mark. And the reason is some puppies will not alert you when they need to go potty. So they're just gonna go inside of their crate. The more they do that, the more comfortable they become with it. Even though, yes, a lot of people will tell you, yeah, but dogs don't like to potty in their own area. And that's true, but this is a puppy and puppies are a special breed. And sometimes some puppies just don't care. They'll potty and then roll in it. It just is what it is. I've done this enough with dozens and dozens of rescue dogs that I have fostered, most of them of which were puppies. And I'm telling you, many of them do not care. So if you set your alarm and you wake them up gently, you take them out to the grass, you might have to wiggle them gently awake and let them go potty, then put them right back in the crate. I promise you, you're going to teach them so much faster to not potty in their crate. Another pro tip is you don't want a crate that's too big, because they may just learn to go potty at one end or the other. But if you're taking them out every 1 to 2 hours, even throughout the night for those first few weeks, you're not gonna have that issue because you're gonna be taking them out to go potty. And the other reason to make sure that you wake up your puppy and take them out is because oftentimes people will wait until the puppy cries. And what happens is puppies, especially little chunkies like this one, do not have the ability to hold their bladder for very long when they need to go. So this is what happens. Your puppy cries, you stumble out of bed, half asleep, you try to run outside with them, and they have an accident in your hands or on the floor as you're trying to let them outside. The next hack is, comment below if you guys want a video on introducing puppies to cats. The next hack is to limit their exposure and freedom to your home until they are fully potty trained. So you see these baby gates that we have right here. You can see my 2 dogs, Ben and Finn, behind them. And I'm just doing that because when we're all 3 together, sometimes it can get a little cray-cray, which is totally fine, but not when I'm trying to help you guys out with potty training. But what we've done here, this is my mom's house, is we have limited his exposure and his freedom to really just the dining area, the area by the back door, and the living room. This way, we can keep our eye on him like a hawk. You can use playpens. If you have a big home and you're not able to use baby gates, you could get a playpen, which I'll have one link down below for you guys that I adore, to limit where your puppy can go. This is so important because this, guys, this age is when your puppy is learning the fastest. Speaking of which, Wally here is going, yep, he's walking by the back door. So we're gonna practice what we preach. We're gonna take him out. What I like to do is walk him out to the area in the yard that I'm gonna want him to go potty. Yes, good boy. I'm not interacting with him, but I'm allowing to go potty. And at this point, I don't have a treat on me, but I could give him a treat as a reward. Then I'm just gonna wait and let him sniff around to make sure he doesn't need to go potty again. I'm keeping a close eye on him to make sure he's not eating anything. I knew he was gonna go for that. Okay, pop. Let's go this way. Let's go for a walk. Come on, pop. Okay, puppy. Puppy. Yes, good boy. Yeah, good job. So we're just gonna let him walk around for a little bit and see if he needs to pee or go number 2 again. You know, the interesting thing about potty training is a lot of people get frustrated by it. I get frustrated. It's been a lot. I have 4x'd my number of steps. I have my iPhone on me at all time, or I'll be wearing my Apple Watch. Literally, since I've been helping with my mom's puppy, I have 4x'd my steps because I am following him that much, taking him outside. And for any of you who comment below, be like, oh, this didn't work, I want to see your step count before puppy and after puppy. And if it hasn't 4x'd because you're following the puppy, you're taking them out every hour, then I don't want to hear it. I'm just joking. I'm happy to help you. But the other interesting thing about potty training, I can see the puppy right here. The other interesting thing about potty training is they tell you every time this puppy, Wally, has needed to go potty, he has told me. Now, they may not tell you in a language that you understand super clearly, so you will learn your puppy, but they're either gonna put their nose to the ground for a split second, they're gonna start walking in circles slowly, they're gonna start changing their behavior. Maybe they were laying down and quietly playing with this toy, and all of a sudden they kind of get up, look around and start walking away from you. That could be their signal that, hey, they need to go potty. They may walk by your back door. They may start whining. You have to learn your puppy. Those are the most common signs. At the end of the day, if there's an accident in the house, it's on you. It's on me. Wally had accidents in the house in the beginning. It was on me and, well, my mom, because that's his mom. And it was our fault by allowing him to have that accident by not being more watchful with him. One other hack is to not be super engaging with them in terms of playing with them when you go on potty breaks. There should be distinguished, in my experience, potty break time and playtime outside, because sometimes for dogs that love being outside, I've had this happen several times, they love being outside. And so they start learning that, oh, if I go ring the bell by the back door, I go waiting by the back door, I'll get to go outside and play, but they don't need to go potty. So when I go on a potty break, just like I did there, I'll give him my marker command, which is yes. If you want to know what that means and how that can really accelerate your potty training, click the video linked up here. But I go out there, I let him potty, I'll give him a little bit more time to release his bladder, and then we come back inside. No super excitement other than when I'm rewarding him for going number 1 or 2, and that's it. And then people often ask me, okay, well, how do I punish my potty when they go inside in the house? What do I do? So number one, if you're gonna punish anybody, then go look in the mirror and punish yourself. I mean, seriously, like if your puppy has an accident inside, it's on you, and it's not because you're a bad pet parent. It's not because you're a horrible human. Your puppy's gonna have accidents. We're not perfect, and that's why I love dogs, because they are so resilient and so forgiving, and they love you no matter what. But there's no reason, in my opinion, to ever punish a puppy for going potty inside. They don't do it to be malicious. They do it because they can't control their bladder. So what I do if I find a puppy that is going potty inside is I take them straight outside. As soon as we come back in, I clean that up. I'll have some cleaners linked down below that have worked well for me. I don't like a lot of the ones that have a ton of chemicals, but I do like the enzymatic ones. So that's really important to me. But no, I do not believe in rubbing your puppy's nose in their urine or yelling at them, because to me, what I've seen in the past from some of the mishandled, mistreated rescue dogs that I have fostered, especially the young ones that have been yelled at for going potty inside, it actually delays potty training because it just makes them scared, because they don't know. It's like you blinking. You don't know exactly when you're going to blink. It just happens sometimes. I just got nervous because I couldn't see him for a second, but there he is. You're doing good, buddy. Yeah. You're just chewing on the bed. Here's the toy. There you go. Comment below if you guys want a video on how to stop a puppy from biting you or chewing on furniture. Oh, what was I saying? Oh, puppies and bladder control. They just don't have it. And so by getting mad at them for something that they don't have control over is kind of comical in a sense, because it's just not going to do anything. It's going to make life more stressful for both of you, and that doesn't help. And the other thing you can do to help with potty training in a massive way is making sure that your puppy is really comfortable with their crate. If you haven't seen my crate training videos, click the video link right here. I'll jump over there with you right now and we'll talk about crate training. And if you're trying to find the best food for your puppy, this is what I recommend, what I feed my dogs, what this little puppy's eating. You can click the video link right here, and don't forget to click that subscribe button. I hope you have a beautiful day. Goodbye.